What is up, everybody? Here, Rap Jr. here, back with another Marvel Snap deck build video. And today, we are trying Havoc once again. Now, I did day one Havoc. I couldn't figure it out. I'm still having issues. But we're going to try it anyways. I think messing with some synergy from some other interesting selections might unlock your guys' mind for figuring out a better build. So I'm not saying this build is good, but I think it's more on the right path for Havoc going forward than what I was doing. So let's get into it. Of course we have Havoc, calling it Havoc and Friends. After each turn you lose 1 max energy and this gains +4 power. Whatever turn you play this on, that's where you cap yourself at max energy. Really having Viper and playing Viper Havoc, you know, with like Zabu or like Psylocke, that's not a dependable strategy. So you having Havoc has to be a dependable strategy. How? Not 100% sure, but we are gonna try to look into it. I mean, I know this card has to be good, right? Has to be good. So let's get into it. We have Havoc. Here's some other reasons why we want to play other cards here. M'Baku. I love M'Baku. It's just a 2 cost, but it can flip. It can flip. M'Baku, if this is in your deck at the end of the game, it jumps to a location. Great. That's self-explanatory. We just added that in there. We have... I am so sorry. I have a notification I have to get rid of. We also have Ebony Maw. You can't play this after turn 3. Ongoing, you can't play cards here. Then we also have Armor. Ongoing, cards here can't be destroyed. So on turn 3, it's ideal that we try to play both Ebony Maw and Armor for turn 3 10 power drop. We have Negasonic, a little bit of control. You can see as an enemy card is played here, destroy it once per game. So it happens after you play your card on that lane. Storm also is kind of like the opposite of, just either choose Negasonic or Storm. I usually don't choose both. Flood this location. Next turn is the last card. Cards can be played here. If you're winning the location with Storm and then you have Negasonic on turn 4, you can win that location outright. We have Professor X, of course, ongoing locked down this location. This kind of looks a little bit like Control, but it's not, because we do have Iron Man ongoing. Your double power, your total power here is doubled. Here's where it gets interesting. I wanted to have Captain Marvel for a little bit of leeway. Like, hey, look, we didn't win this lane like we wanted to, but we have Captain Marvel on turn 4 that we played on lane 3. Captain Marvel might move to 1 or 2 on lane 2. It adds flexibility into the deck. We have Echo as a great, cheap early game counter to get people to not play on that lane if they have ongoing. After your opponent plays an ongoing card here, remove its abilities. Medusa, a cheap 2/5 if you play in the middle. If this is at the middle, location +3 power. Omega Red is the last card I wanted to talk about. I actually think this card will work very, very well with Havoc. I didn't think about it the first time, but ongoing. If you're ahead by 10 power here, +4 power to other locations. So, I mean, you can just play Iron Man and Omega Red on 4/5. Or you could play... I'm trying to still figure out what you could play. Maybe play Omega on... Yeah, I don't know. We're trying to figure out how to best involve Havoc in this. Because Omega Red and Havoc, playing Omega on 4 and Havoc on 5 would be great. In turn 6, do something else, some other type of control. So guys, enough talking. Let's get into it. Let's figure out if the deck I built is good enough for a Havoc build. All right. Also, my shirt says Echo, but that's green. So that actually looks kind of cool. We are not Ebony Mawing in turn 1. Kiln. Pico Jr., you want to snap, bud? We are going to snap for sure. Now, we have Kiln showing. We have Storm, Armor, Ebony Maw, and Omega. So turn 3, we can absolutely do Armor and Ebony Maw. We have to play Ebony Maw by turn 3, which we're going to. It makes sense. Especially at Kiln, when they have the big you can't play here after turn 4. They didn't play. Doesn't really surprise me that they didn't play. But we are going to... I don't have any cards that are going to move here. Well, that's not necessarily true. I might want to play Armor at Fisk Tower because I'm kind of scared to play Captain Marvel anywhere else and then have it die. But so that's okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to just plop Captain Marvel at Fisk Tower. I'm going to play Kiln on 2. There's Armor. Turn 3, we're going to play Ebony Maw. Hopefully I get, like, Echo. I can play Echo somewhere else. Oh, cards cost 1 less. This is perfect. Perfect. So, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play Ebony Maw at Kiln. I am going to play Omega Red at Kiln. Now, this is what I'm going to do. We're locked at that location. It's turn 3. I want to make sure he snaps. Can you snap, buddy? Let's go! He just snapped! I asked him to, and Tico Jr. was like, oh, I'm going to snap. I'm going to snap for you. All right, bet. Bet. Let's go. Let's go now. Now, here's a tricky part. I mean, we have to be above... Oh, no! That's okay. That's okay. We are going to play Storm, Echo, and Havoc. I am storming Asylum. I don't want them getting any more cheap shots. I'm echoing at Fisk Tower to guard against any middle ongoing, like Miss Marvel, Mr. Fantastic, Onslaught, Iron Man. All the ongoing at the middle location to help the outside lanes is going to be knocked away. We get rid of that, mainly because we have priorities, so we're able to do that. And we storm, so they lose their buff, we lose our buff, but that's going to benefit us. We flood, we play Echo, we play Havoc. That's okay that they played Magic. Turn 7? That's fine with me. Are you gonna move Omega? Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so turn 4, so we can't play anything else. We're actually going to play Captain Marvel in the middle location at Limbo. I'm not going to be able to play Iron Man. They're not going to be able to beat out Havoc because the location's flooded. We beat them at Kiln, but it really just matters how much they're going to be able to buff Sebastian, which we see that right now with Silver Surfer. Good thing they don't have long, but they only need... I have a hair on me. they're only going to need to buff Sebastian one more time to take us out at Kiln. So, my hope is that Captain Marvel is smart enough to move to Kiln, because that's what's going to be needed. And I'm playing M'Baku because I don't believe there's another card that I can play that's better next turn. Alright, yeah, I wasn't going to be able to play Professor X. We're going to end the turn.
Are ye worthy?
Interesting. So he's going to bring back Spider-Man and Ebony Maw. Yeah, I think we lost this one for sure. We cannot take kill now. And we lost. That was actually really good. That Odin move, the Spider-Man move, and then the Ironheart. I did not expect that. That was actually really cool to see. Having Spider-Man mess with you is actually a really cool feature. I mean, we all know that happens, but still cool to see. That did not work, and I'm starting to think maybe having cards with Havoc that benefit from unpredictable energy curve ramping. So we're gonna play one more time. Maybe something like Ebony, or not Ebony Maw, maybe something like Nebula and Sunspot. You know, you have to watch out for Killmonger, but you can always have armor and Professor X there. Ebony Maw. Okay, we're gonna turn M'Baku into Clintar. We're just gonna merge him into a symbiote. He's useless. On turn 5 cards cost 1 more. We are absolutely Medusaing at Dream Dimension to get that easy 5. We have priority. What are we going to do? We know that all the lanes now discard a card from each other's hands. They discarded Vision. We discarded Iron Man. That's not what I like to see. I don't really like seeing that too much, but that is okay. We are going to play Negasonic because we have priority at Slovakia. Okay, so they're not playing any. I just don't know what's going on. Okay. I'm going to play Omega Red and Medusa. Okay, what is this? Some weird type of Galactus build or something? Cards cost 1 more and turn 5. So we're absolutely gonna play Havoc here on turn 5 at Omega Red to kind of boost it, and then we'll be able to play armor somewhere else. Okay, Spider-Woman, yeah, I see that. Now, are we gonna be able to do that? Now, we can technically Professor X Clintar. We have priority. The problem is if they play there, we're gonna lose it. I'm willing to take that risk because Havoc is going to get 4 more. Now, that's not going to give us our boost anymore, but we have Negasonic over there kind of protecting Slovakia. We're going to risk it and go Professor X at Clintar. That's what I'm going to do. You probably would have done something else. Maybe armor at Dream Dimension in the middle to add the extra 3 plus the 7 for Havoc would have been 18, which would have been enough if they don't play anything in the middle location to boost Clintar. But none of that mattered because they retreated. Either way, we won. So, guys, that was cool. I'm never going to complain about a win, but that was not how I envisioned winning. So that is the deck. I am still getting used to the Havoc build. It's actually a card I'm struggling with, but I'm starting to understand it a little more. We have Echo, M'Baku, Ebony Maw, Havoc, Medusa, Armor, Negasonic, Storm, Captain Marvel, Omega Red, Iron Man, and Professor X. I like this build. I would probably at this point, I'm just going to do this now. So when you see this build, you will see it with Sunspot. Because I'm going to take out M'Baku for Sunspot. I think it benefits the early energy cut that we get from Havoc. It just benefits us more. You can't play a 5 cost here. But you still have 4 energy, but you can't play anything on turn 5. Sunspot. I think that works really, really well. I almost want to play Nebula, but I don't want to take out Ebony Maw just yet. And I like Medusa, kind of, where she's at. I like this ability to kind of play half control with Havoc. Especially with the Omega Red Havoc build-up, guys. That's kind of what I'm thinking. This is not a perfect deck. It is something I'm working on. If you guys have any ideas, I've kind of looked at some Havoc decks online, but I don't like the way they're going. Like, I just don't want to play that type of deck. I want to try to make a unique Havoc deck. So what kind of unique build are you guys seeing? Have you played against something, or do you have a unique Havoc build that is working for you? Please let me know in the comments below. And guys, thank you for watching this video of my Marvel Snap deck build. I do this every single day. Tomorrow's Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. I will be back again tomorrow with another Marvel Snap deck build. So I will see you guys then. All right? Take care.